How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another video here in our UFC save in WMMA 5, and here today we've got for you UFC Fight Night USMAN versus Edwards 2. Now, of course, the current welterweight champion in real life, KAMARU Usman, he has lost it in game to George St. Pierre. He's coming off a win over Tyron Woodley and looking to get right back in the win column against Leon Edwards, a young man who recently fought for the middleweight championship over Israel Adesanya. Lost, but it was on short notice, so he's still in good graces with us. Before that, had a 2-fight winning streak, Gunnar Nelson and Jorge Masvidal. Now, if he beats KAMARU Usman, he gets a title shot for the welterweight championship. Easy as that. Same thing for KAMARU Usman. This is a title eliminator. Co-main event, Blagoy Ivanov taking on Frank Mir, Narimani versus Duffy, Travis Brown versus Magomedov, Ben Askren versus Gilbert Burns, Jojo Calderwood taking on Mara Romero Barella. All right, that's going to do it for showing you the rest of that card. Of course, we are making our way towards UFC 269, Nunes versus McMahon. Big card on hand, including the debut of Fabio Emelianenko in the UFC, Ronda Rousey in action, and Ngannou versus Anthony Johnson as a title eliminator for the heavyweight division, and Amanda Nunes taking on Sarah McMahon for the bantamweight championship of the world. Enough talking, let's get right to the action. Usman versus Edwards, heading your way. Taking place in the Midlands in England. Here we go. Leon Edwards on home soil. Tiffany No Chill Teo taking on Caitlin McEwen in the women's flyweight division. And our winner is Caitlin McEwen, despite being a huge underdog. Wow. She was a big underdog and gets a big win there over Tiffany Teo. Really big underdog. Love to see it. Amy Cadwell Montenegro taking on Mallory Martin in the strawweight division. Mallory Martin, the underdog, plus 230. And she does get the win, as a matter of fact. TKO in round number 3. Underdogs doing well to start out the afternoon here in England. Artur Baga Utinov, his older brother, is going to be fighting for the flyweight championship pretty soon in game against Joseph Benavidez. He takes on Hiromasa Oji Kubo in the flyweight division. Big favorite is Baga Utinov, and with good reason. He wins via split decision. Improves to 7-2-1 in his career. Melissa Martinez in action against Ayaka Hamasaki. Hamasaki, a huge favorite. Melly Martinez only has lost one fight up until this point in her career, and she loses her second right there to Ayaka Hamasaki, who is now 2-0 in the UFC. Love to see it. Veteran coming in, getting some big wins on the main stage. Michelle Nicolini in action against Shanna Young in the flyweight division. Shanna Young 1-1 in the UFC. Nicolini is 0-1. Make that 0-2. Michelle Nicolini probably going down to Invicta after losing to Shanna Young via unanimous decision, as Nicolini actually retires from active competition. Following her defeat, she will retire with an overall record of 8-3. F's in the chat, F's in the comment section for Michelle Nicolini. We move on. Sheldon Westcott in action against Cole Williams in the welterweight division. Williams 1-2 in the UFC, coming off a win over Abdul Razak Al Hassan. And Westcott coming off 3 straight wins. Mickey Gall, Albert Tumanoff, and Edgar Garcia among those wins. And your winner is Cole Williams in this welterweight bout via unanimous decision. Congratulations to Cole Williams. Moving on, Ismail Nardiev taking on Leonardo Santos. Santos 17-4-1, the underdog, plus 350. Ismail Nardiev 21-5, and Nardiev, the Wonder Boy, the Austrian Wonder Boy, gets a knockout in 16 seconds. Wow. Leonardo Santos dispatched quite easily. And he says he wants to face off with Eric Koch next. Interesting call out. We'll have to see what happens from there. Danny Roberts, Hot Chocolate, taking on Nikolai Alexakin. Roberts 18-6. Alexakin is 28-6. Basically a pick 'em between the two of these. And Alexakin gets the win via submission in round number 1. He improves to 1-1 in the UFC. All right, Jay Herbert taking on Mark Madsen in the last prelim here. Mark Madsen is 11-1, Jay Herbert 11-2. Very even on paper between the two of these guys. Mark Madsen 3-1 in the UFC, last coming off a win over Chris Wade, and Jay Herbert 1-1 coming off a win over Mike Davis. Your winner here is Jay Herbert, winning on his home soil over the Olympian Mark Madsen. Love to see it. All right, main card starting out now. Jojo Calderwood in action against Mauro Romero Barella. Jojo fought for a title pretty recently and then just hasn't really been going her way. Losing to Shevchenko in the title fight, then losing to Jessica Ai and Juliana Velasquez via unanimous decision. She faces off against Mauro Romero Barella, 3-5 in the UFC, coming off 2 straight losses, Roxanne Modafferi and Cornelia Holm. Your winner is Jojo Calderwood. Gets a much-needed win there via unanimous decision over Barella. Funky Ben Askren, always a favorite, taking on Gilbert Burns in the welterweight division. Gilbert Burns, number 14 in the division, coming off a win over Anthony Rocco Martin. And Funky Ben Askren, 3-4 in the UFC, coming off that loss to Jorge Masvidal. Before that, beat Rafael dos Anjos, lost to Vicente Luque, and then beat Cowboy Oliveira. And he's without a fight team. Despite that, he wins via unanimous decision. So Ben Askren, able to pull together some wins here, you know? It's very back and forth, this guy, you know? You love to see it. And I like Ben Askren. So he says he wants to fight Alexei Kunchenko. He said Kunchenko is a coward. Okay, cool. Travis Hapa Brown taking on Ruslan Magomedov in the heavyweight division. Magomedov, number 3 super heavyweight in the world. This is the heavyweight division, sir. 4-0 in the UFC, coming off a win over Rodrigo Nascimento. Travis Brown, number 24 in the division, coming off 2 straight losses. Cyril Gane and Frank Mir. Your winner in this heavyweight bout is Travis Brown. Interesting. Knocks him out 17 seconds in round number 2, giving him just his 2nd loss of his career. Hey, this is kind of a, I bet y'all must have forgot kind of fight, you know? Nad Narimani taking on Irish Joe Duffy. Joe Duffy, 6-3-1 in the UFC, coming off, let's say 2 straight wins over Alan Patrick and Alexandros Shidade. Nad Narimani, 5-1 in the UFC, 3 straight wins, Mike Glenn, Mark Madsen, and Rick Glenn. Your winner is Irish Joe Duffy. Interesting. Getting a big win for the Irish fans via submission in round number 1. Co-main event time, Blagoy Ivanov taking on Frank Mir. Frank Mir, 42 years of age, getting up there for sure. We got to be thinking about retirement. Coming off 2 straight wins, Ben Rothwell and Travis Brown, a couple of, old boys, but getting some wins. And Ivanov, number 19 in the division, coming off 3 straight losses, Derek Lewis, Cyril Gane, and Marcos Rogerio de Lima. Your winner in the co-main event is Frank Mir. Okay, moving up the rankings. Is he going to retire? He doesn't. He wants to fight Fedor. He's fought him before. He calls out Fedor. Interesting. Of course, Fedor is fighting Junior Dos Santos at our next pay-per-view. But if he doesn't retire, Frank Mir wants to fight him. That could be pretty interesting, honestly. Time for the main event of the evening. A title eliminator for the welterweight championship of the world. The Nigerian Nightmare, KAMARU Usman, taking on Leon Rocky Edwards. As mentioned earlier on, Leon Rocky Edwards coming off a middleweight title shot over Adesanya. He lost in the first round. And KAMARU Usman is coming off that win over Tyron Woodley. Before that, lost the title to GSP, defended the title against Jorge Masvidal. Let's get this main event on the road to decide the number 1 contender for the welterweight championship. Your referee is Steve Mazzagatti, who's facing off with Vicente Luque next. Hits Usman with a straight left. Roundhouse kick to the body. Edwards took the initiative first. Usman shooting in for a takedown. He gets it. This could turn out to be very boring, I should say. Usman does have a tendency to just wrestle, kind of lay and pray, and fight like that. That's how the GSP fight went anyways. Scrambling for a position here. Throwing some small strikes. Trying to transition to a guard. He can't do so. Tries to pull guard. He can't. As the first round comes to a close. And apparently the round went to Edwards. Uh-oh. On rubbery legs, he's hurt. Big land. Oh, no. Big left hook. The winner. Wow. Sorry, I couldn't even complete a sentence there. Your winner by knockout in his home country in round number 2 is Leon Rocky Edwards. And moving on as the number 1 contender now for the welterweight championship. He wants to fight Warley Alves next for some reason, but he's not. He is going to be fighting for the welterweight championship. Okay, attendance in the Midlands. No popularity changes. Let's see. What would we give fight of the night here? Great. Let's go and give it to the ladies. Martin and Montenegro. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Nardia for the 16-second knockout. And let's give it to Alex Sakin. Why not? Small profit. You love to see it anyways. We have a new #1 contender for the welterweight title. Awesome. And yeah, his name is Leon Edwards. I like Leon Edwards, and I think it sucks that no one really wants to fight him because he's kind of a lose-lose situation because Leon Edwards does not have any kind of name behind him. So there's no really point to fighting him, you know? But he's good, you know? It just sucks because, like, no one else is talking about Leon Edwards. Not even Wonder Boy wants to fight him, you know? Wonder Boy is saying that's not a fight worth taking. I don't know. Just seems like he kind of got a bad, some bad luck, you know? Nonetheless, we're going to take a look at our rankings, look at our emails, and then we'll go ahead and sign off. I'm probably going to be dropping another video later on today. It's going to be the Prospect Showdown, so be on the lookout for that. We are making our way towards UFC 269. Nice. Nunes versus McMahon. So stay on the lookout for that as well. Probably going to be playing... Probably going to be playing a little bit of Tell Me Why later on today on Twitch. You'll probably see it uploaded before this even gets uploaded, just because I like to upload them like one a day, essentially, just so everyone can keep up, you know? Alrighty. Here we go. Let's take a look at those rankings. Frank Mir moves up to number 19. Travis Brown is in at number 18. Okay. Where's Fedor at? Oh, he's at 23. Okay. Light heavyweight, no movements. Nothing at middleweight. Welterweight, there's Leon Edwards, moves right on up to number 3. Jorge Masvidal moved up to number 2 after beating Robbie Lawler, which, I mean, okay, but I feel like he needs one more big win, you know? He needs one more really big win before he can fight for the title. Maybe against someone like Warley Alves. No, he's fighting Colby. Oh, that's right. I was going to do him and GSP. Masvidal and GSP. I think that'd be a very interesting fight. That's right. Okay. KAMARU moves down to number 8. Ben is up to number 17. Burns down to number 18. Nardiev up to number 22. Lightweight, no movement. Featherweight, no movement. Bantamweight, no movement. Flyweight, no movement. Women's bantamweight, no movements. JoJo moves up to number 11. Nakai moves up. Cornelia Holm is ranked. And nothing at strawweight. All right, let's take a look and see if there's anything interesting here. Cali Robbins retires after loss. Fair enough. Raphael Butler. You seem to be doing some good work, but you're a little old. Don't feel like it'd be that good of an investment. 12-1. Let's go ahead and get Magomed Aliev. Seems like a guy that'd be worth having, you know? Antonio Tricoli, no thank you. Nope. It doesn't look like anybody else here. Ooh. Kamakubo needs to be replaced. He got injured. So yeah, Michelle Nicolini did retire at 8-3. 0-2 in the UFC. F's in the chat. JoJo Calderwood, of course we're going to re-sign her. Let's see. Jay Herbert just coming off a win. We'll re-sign him. 2 straight fights. No funny business. OG Kubo. 0-3. Sir, you may kindly F off. Travis Brown, let's go and bring him back too, you know? Number 18 in the division, coming off a win. Why not, you know? Still high-level national, so he can still draw. He's definitely an asset to the company. Ragazin, definitely want to get him. Just up the money. I mean, look at this kid. 17 and 4. Light heavyweights and heavyweights are hard to come by, so they're very valuable. So, got to make sure you get him whenever you can. And he is the one light heavyweight champion. So this major back injury. That's not good for Kamikubo. Out for a year, yeah. So Machida versus Breeze. We need to find a replacement for him. Luckily, there's a lot of people willing to take that fight. Let's see what's a good fight for Mr. Steve Garcia. Julio Cesar Neves, apparently. Ooh, Horodecki. He hasn't debuted. Let's give it to him. Yeah, I know. You won't have a time. Oh, actually, you're too expensive, so let's not. Let's not with you. Someone who's cheap. Like Lerone Murphy. Yeah, go ahead. Alright, that's all good. Let's see if we want to cut anyone else. Let's send Montenegro down to Invicta. Ivanov. Ooh. He's ranked 22nd in the world, 24th in UFC. I mean, high-level regional. He's ranked, so I really can't cut him. Hot chocolate. No, we'll keep him. Low-level national. Hold on to him. Barella's still ranked somehow. No, not Mark Madsen. Martinez. Send down to Invicta, probably. Melissa Martinez. And, yeah, that's about it. Alrighty. Looking good. So that's going to do it for this episode. The next time that I see you guys will be a pretty short episode. UFC Prospect Showdown, Davis versus Savoy. Just 10 fights straight up. No need to check the rankings because none of them are probably going to be ranked after that. So that's going to do it. I'll see you guys next time. I'm AZPlyo21. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch. Links are down in the description below. I appreciate you guys as always. Have a good one.